Hi guys, this is Dawn with Furtastic Friends, and today I'm coming to you with a really quick and easy and very yummy dessert. Today we are going to make pistachio bundt cake. Yep, just in time for St. Patty's Day. So this is what you need. You need 4 eggs, a vanilla or yellow cake mix, a box of pistachio instant pudding, a cup of chopped nuts, now that can be your choice, pecans or pistachios, and a third of a cup of oil, or I'll be using a third of a cup of butter, melted butter, and that's 5 tablespoons. Okay, so let's get started. Okay guys, now the first thing you want to do is you want to put your cake mix and pudding mix into a mixing bowl. And then what I like to do is I take a fork and I just like to get those two kind of combined really well. Then the next thing we want to do is we want to combine, put in our wet ingredients. And that would be our eggs. That's 4 eggs. Now the cake mix calls for 3 eggs. But I am using my how to make a cake mix better recipe, which is always adding an extra egg. And instead of oil, I am using the melted butter. And you will also need, I forgot this part of the ingredients, you will need 1 cup of milk. I knew I was missing something. You get so busy, because I've also got the crock pot going on the side here, guys. I'm making chicken and dumplings for dinner. So I did forget one thing, but I got a cup of milk. And the box says water, but like I said, I like to make my recipe a little more rich. So instead of water, I'm using milk. And there we go. Now we need to mix this for 30 seconds to get it incorporated, and then mix it for another 2 minutes to make sure that it's well combined. And you can see it's already getting that light green color. Now when it bakes, it's going to lighten up. It's not going to be a dark green. So if you really want your cake to be dark or have a pronounced green color, you can add a few drops of food coloring, green food coloring, to really have a green cake. But I don't find it's necessary. It will still have a green hue to it when you bake it. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn the speed up here and get this mixed for 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Okay, I've got my cake mix all done. Look at how beautiful that is. Let me move my mixer out of the way. Now I'm going to fold in the nuts. Now, if you're not a nut person, you don't need to add the nuts. The cake is delicious all on its own. But I love nuts, so I always add the nuts to it. Okay, that looks good. And I've already sprayed my Bundt pan. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in there, guys. Now this is also a thick batter. It's going to bake at 350 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes depending on your oven. So make sure you check it at 40 minutes and then go from there, because everybody's oven is different. My oven seems to always take extra time, so I know mine will probably go at least 45 to 50 minutes, just based on experience. But like I said, make sure you check your oven so that you don't let it go too long. Where's my baby spatula? Okay, there we go, guys. Again, 350 degrees for anywhere between 40 and 50 minutes. And so check your oven to make sure and test it for doneness with a toothpick or a cake tester. When mine is done, I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, guys, I just took it out of the oven. Look at this gorgeous cake. Oh my goodness. Whew. So I'm going to give it probably 10 to 15 minutes to cool in the pan. Then I'm going to invert it onto a different cooling rack and then let it cool completely. And then we'll be back to see what it looks like. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, I've taken the cake out of the pan and it is cooled. And I have made just a simple glaze of powdered sugar, about a tablespoon and a half of milk, and a half a teaspoon or about a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to just drip this over our cake. Now I've got this on some aluminum so it'll catch the excess glaze for easy cleanup. Now the glaze is optional. The cake is yummy as it is. But I like a little extra something on top. You can even go a little bit further, and while the glaze is still wet, you can add some extra chopped nuts on top. This is where you can let your creativity guide you and let you, do whatever it is you want to do. Okay, guys, that is it. And my chicken and dumplings is almost done in the crock pot. I'll be shredding that chicken here in about 15 to 20 minutes and then putting my dumplings in. So, once dinner is done, when it's time for dessert, we'll be back to show you what this cake looks like. We'll be back shortly, guys. Okay, guys, I just cut a piece of this beautiful cake. Don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it's got a very pale green color because of the pistachio pudding. And it's got some beautiful pecans in there. And it is just absolutely perfectly cooked. OMG, I cannot wait to have a taste. Oh yeah. That is yummy. Well, I've got to slice up a whole bunch of more slices because, as usual, I am sharing this with my friends. And since Lynn is a home health aide, she has a couple patients, elderly patients, that will be getting some slices as well. So, let me get to slicing and packaging this up to share with some other people. And if you're new to my channel, I really hope that you will be generous enough to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And as always, love, hugs, and, as always, sweet kitty kisses. Thanks, guys. Bye.